Good afternoon, good day, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dean's Crypto Space, or rather, I would like to call it Dean's Metaverse sooner or later. It's 4:30 p.m. In London time, Wednesday, 1st of September, kind of like, oh, we're entering officially into the third part of the year 2021. Gosh, time passes quick and time flies. And I probably only have effectively working day month of 3 months. So September, October, and November, and I should be thinking about planning to go home for my quarantine and time before I can get out of jail by end of December to spend some time with my mom back in Shanghai. So time is ticking in my head. Although my title of today's stream is how well not how rather I made 250k, or was it 200k in a week, and now what? It really is a speculative title to actually try to attract people's eye to come and watch my stream, although I find it's probably harder for people to have their attention longer than 2 minutes on any of the videos. And you have to be really visualizing what you're showing, which I'm not doing. So I have to thank those people who actually have the patience to watch my video from beginning to the end. And hopefully I will be able to share some thoughts during my talk to share with people what I think and my tactic and strategy over short term and the long term. And hopefully, people, if people know me from either the project groups on Discord or we're following each other on Twitter, it'll be lovely to communicate at some point and sharing thoughts about the space. So first thing first, so I have 4 agenda today. So first thing is I want to talk about the Bayc Milton event, which took place on Saturday over the weekend. So Mutant is a mutant ape yacht club. So it's a derivative of a project from a Broad Ape Yacht Club. And the intention was partly to reward the current ape holder from the founders, but also to attract fresh blood of streams of new people coming in with a lower tier of the membership rank, but with a cheaper price to come in, because the apes were going up to 60 ETH floor price one day before the Mutant event, but then gone back down to 40, 45 today. So Mutant now come out as Mutant 1 and Mutant 2. Mutant 2 is obviously more rare, therefore price is higher. Mutant 1 floor price is about 5, 6 ETH. Obviously, considering Ethereum's price has gone up as well since yesterday. So there is obviously a bit of market balance between the amount of Mutant out there, which is probably about, I haven't checked the exact figure, but probably about over 10,000 for sure, maybe 13, 14, 15,000 in total of the mutants or mutant 1. And then the Ethereum price going up. So there's a bit of a balance between how much it's being priced. But because the minting price of the mutant apes were about 3 ETH or just under 3 ETH each, so I wouldn't think the floor price would go anyway lower than that. It's definitely going to probably stay above 3 ETH. But how high or how low it goes, obviously depending on the market and demand and supply and also events going on. And what happened was we, as the ape holders, we were given the mutant, we were given the theorem, and we were given the choice to drink your theorem, so you can have a version of the mutant from your original ape. So a lot of people did, especially with their M1 theorem. Some people choose to keep their M1 theorem or M2 theorem, and a few of them have the Mega one. Mega one are fantastic. No, they're really high price now, so you can check on OpenSea how the Mega Mutant look like. They look stunning, absolutely gorgeous. And M1, M2, people's reaction were obviously mixed reaction. Some towards the artwork. Most people, I believe, like it. Personal taste, I do like the expression, but maybe the color is a little bit busy to me for some of the versions. And there will probably be a small amount of people hating it, but not actually telling it because they don't want to get beaten up by the fans. But anyway, as the ape holder, I get a free mutant, even it's as an M1, what I get from my DMT. kept my theorem for like 2-3 days, and yesterday morning I decided to drink my theorem, so I have a mutant M1 from my DMT ape. So now I have a couple. So I have my OG original ape, and I have my mutant serum 1 ape and 2 dogs. So that's my family of my ape 4054, and my plan is to keep them. And there are obviously a lot of flippers and really intelligent and clever people playing with the market and playing with the funds they have, and the serums they have, etc., to make some money, and that's great. And I didn't participate in the minting process. It was so late. It was like 3 a.m. in the morning in UK, and I didn't know. Nobody knew that there will be 10,000 extra mutant going to be available for minting. I didn't have much ETH in my wallet, so I didn't do anything, which probably is a mistake. Now reflecting, I could have probably tried to mint a few of them, because the price wise, definitely you're going to make a couple of ETH. But something I missed, then so be it. I'm not going to be too worried or regret about what I haven't done, because in the past 2 weeks, what I have achieved is a profit of, if you want to convert into US dollar, it's around 200 to 250,000 US dollar I've made from my initial OG investment of 18.5 ETH on my DMT ape. And now the floor price is probably fluctuating between 70 to 80 ETH. So that is a good 50 plus ETH that I have made. So I'm not going to complain about the opportunity I've had. And the intention was always to join the family of the apes and sit with the ride and find out what's the best. I would regard the best community and the best project in the market that are most active one, and what they do and contribute, and create my own ideas about how I can leverage the brand of the ape I have. So rather than buy low and sell high strategy. So that's me, and that's my reflection and thinking on the mutant event. And I'm sure like there are a lot of people who holds different opinions. There are people who maybe are younger than me, maybe have just started their career or don't have a proper career path yet, that the ape as an asset is comes as a larger proportion of their overall total assets. So they worry more about what to keep, when to buy, when to sell, etc. And whilst I can cope with the short term fluctuation of the price, I don't really mind. I would look at mid to long term how the project goes, and how I would respond to what I have and what I can create out of my assets. Not always saying all the access you need to do anything. I mean, for things like properties or most of the crypto investment you do, you probably don't really need to do much. You just sit on your arse, and you probably can be better off not doing anything. But for me, I'm just the type that I have to do something. I look, I research, I study, I talk to people, and I'm active either in a community or do this, like creating video channel, creating a YouTube channel, or do some little hand drawing. Although I'm not good at drawing whatsoever, I just like doing things. And here's the original ape. Well, I mean, this is my drawing of my ape, and I did a dog as well. So this is the dog. This is one of the dog, the DMT dog. And we have our little mutant. Actually, before I decided to mutate my mutant, I did a mock-up of what my mutant might look like. So this is how he would look like, and it turned out to be exactly the same. So I wasn't far off. Anyway, so my strategy forward with MAYC is holding everything I have. Looking forward to the SoulSpy auction starting from tomorrow, guys. This is an exciting news. There will be 101 apes, one lot, and 101 apes, one dogs, one lot. Hopefully, they would be purchased by same group of people, or one person, if it's mega rich person, or one fund or institutions, to maximize usage of the 101 apes and 101 dogs. we don't really want to see them being separated, right? So we'll see how it goes because it's starting tomorrow in New York, source by auction. That's just exciting. I thought it was going to be in London for some really, really odd reason, probably because I recently just visited source by in London. And I was so excited to wanting to go and see it until I realized 2 days ago that it's going to be in New York. Of course, it's going to be in New York. I think here in London, things a bit more chilled out. People are a bit more laid back. Yeah, I would say a little bit boring, but please don't hit me because I still live in the UK. And then we have the hunting game after source by auction, and then the Christine auction was in. Is it going to be in LA or still in New York? I'm not sure the location. Oh no, it's in Hong Kong. So Christine auction in Hong Kong on the 17th of September. So that is third, actually towards end of third week of September, right? And then there will be a announcement by the BAYC founder of the roadmap 2.0. Can't wait, can't wait. I think something to do with the metaverse definitely is under the plan, and probably many other things. So so you got all these fantastic things forward. So you really need to treat what you buy as an asset, especially if you only have like one, or if it occupies very large percent of your proportion of your portfolio. Then don't buy low and sell high, because if you want to do that, do it with tangible tokens. Do it on Bitcoin, ETH, or whatever other coins that goes up and down more, and you can sell more with better liquidity, rather than try to buy low, sell high on NFTs. I am not. I just don't think that's the best option. But I understand some people come into NFT space straight away, have no experience in DeFi, no experience in trading, don't really understand what is blockchain, Bitcoin, Ethereum, or all the other coins. So they started their trading career in NFTs, and I'm sure there will be way more successful and richer people than me to make a comment on this. So that's just my personal opinion, and I guess people have different strategy. I think it would be better use of my time and energy and my intelligence in something a bit more long term, something a bit deeper. Not saying flipping is not deeper. I probably need a lot of thinking of flipping, and probably that's why I couldn't do a very good flip. But I did a good purchase, and hopefully, time will pay out what I did. So we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, and the third thing I want to discuss is looking at the bigger picture of what's going on in the market. So Bitcoin is sort of still going sideways between 46,000 to 48,000 US dollar, whilst Ethereum has really gone up and came out of the box. So now Ethereum is reaching all-time high after 19th of May. So that's really exciting, and that means Ethereum, was eager to actually go up more, whilst all the other public chains, so all the competitors, including Cardano, Solana, Polkadot, even BSC and Polygon, that are all shooting up. So definitely is this, say, second wave of the bull market this year, maybe. So all the chains are going up. Ethereum are going up. I think at some point the money will flow to other coins and maybe flow back to Bitcoins for Bitcoin to go up again. Although there's also study showing that towards end of September there might be a little dip, just because market needs time and flow to correct itself. So maybe watch out towards end of September. Don't go too slim on yourself, and make sure if you have any debt like me, I have some debt in RV, so I need to be careful with that. So I don't go red with my debts. But otherwise, I think overall it's all good with the bigger picture of what's going on in the market. And the last thing I want to discuss today is about how do I think and how do I organize my real money portfolio and my metaverse portfolio. Because what interesting was that I got a phone call from my bank today. Well, I called them because they blocked my card because I was using my debit card to purchase ETH on OpenSea last week. When I was purchasing 2 dogs, I was 1 or 2 ETH short, and I didn't bother to move my DeFi money because the gas fee was like 200. And not surprisingly, they blocked my card and wrote me a letter saying all this serious stuff, right? And then I called them and they put me into like a secondary security, so like one security and then secondary security, and asked me really serious questions about where I live and where I lived last time and what was my direct debit and all the rest of security questions, and then telling me to not lie to 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 tell them what I was using my money for and stuff. I kind of was prepared for it, so I was being honest. I said, "Look, I was trying to buy an NFT on OpenSea, because I think OpenSea uses MoonPay, and they were suspicious about this MoonPay. So I was like, I don't know what MoonPay or some pay they're using. I was just trying to buy a digital art on this platform called OpenSea, and that is my first attempt using my debit card. So they were like, all right, then, if you want us to unblock your card, but you are taking the full responsibility of it. I was like, yeah, I'm taking full responsibility of my money. Thank you very much. So they did unblock my card. But that does lead me to think, well, how do we, deal with this situation? I don't know. Each country has a different restriction on the thing, but it's not certainly not getting easy, because when I first entered the market in late 2017 and buying my initial lot of coins using my debit card in early 2018, I didn't get my card blocked every time. I think I got blocked once because I was doing too many transactions, but certainly not putting into secondary and third security questions like that, treated like a fraud. Well, that's something, just I think, I mean, if not because of the lovely dogs I was purchasing, maybe I wouldn't even have had that. And what I had in mind is my real world money will probably stay as real world money, stuff in the property, stuff I'm trying to sell. My properties in Manchester. It's not going to be big money. I'm probably just going to keep in the bank for, for my usual life expenses, because if I travel, if I go back home, I need some, um, cash flow. That's all. And my Metaverse money in the crypto space stays as it is. It's all going really well. It's literally tripled in the past months. So I'm happy, and I will stay with the wave to see how far it goes. And maybe I will do a little bit buy and sell, but probably not too much. Um, Unless I decide to really invest some money into creating a brand, creating products, or using my ape or whatever that I'm allowed to use from the NFT space on the actual product in the real world, then okay, there might be some sort of interaction between the currency exchange. I just don't think currency exchanges activity should be put in this way, that it's actually restricting you to stop your creativity. It's just, yeah, it's just not great. I'm sure you guys probably would have experienced similar things. When you cash out from your crypto, what sort of tax do you pay, and do you get questioned by the bank? I'm sure you do. So these are things definitely we all need to look into. But I hope that with the advancement of the technology, with development, with all these people contributing to the industry, I just really, really hope that things gets a bit smoother in the future. There ought to be up and downs, and I just say, let's stay strong, okay? Ape stays strong, and everybody stays strong. That would be great. So that's all what I would like to talk about today. So I covered the Mutant event of BAYC, strategy forward with looking long term, and bigger picture of what's going on with the rest of the crypto market, as well as how you could manage your real world money and your metaverse money. So thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. And also, anything I say today is not financial advice. Um, oh, I've got somebody actually watching me live. Hi. Sorry. Oh, you didn't get to mint. Hey, PayPay. Okay, hi. I think they would want to pair up stable coins. Um, no, I didn't mint, but I have one mutant and one, so I'll keep that because I think I think the founder will do like something specific for ape holder, but I think the general thing is going to be for both, like ape holder and mutant holder, right? So the mutant holder don't feel they're missing out because they are like membership. So and then there will be something for the ape holder plus the dog holder, but that's probably something going to be minor. But then they also said they're going to use the dog to be a bigger narrative in the roadmap 2.0. So that's why I actually bought 2 dogs. But I'm not in a rush to sell, so I'll see how it goes. I love the dogs anyway. It's nice to have the family member. So that's my understanding. Do you want to buy a couple of mutant, like floor price mutant? I think yeah, it's a good idea. Although I don't, it's hard to say, isn't it? Because we have the 2 auctions, and then we have this roadmap announcement coming out. I think there is just a market demand and supply situation. At the moment, we have like 15,000 mutant on the market, so the price is not going to shoot up, despite all these really expensive ones. But the floor price is probably going to stay for a bit until maybe the whole September event goes, and then people would gradually want to come in. So buying the entrance ticket to the club, and that's where you need to like consider if you want to have a bit more investment. Because if you have a couple of tickets in hand, um, then um, then whatever they're going to airdrop you in the future, you can have multiple of those, and then you can decide to sell and so on. So yeah, I think I don't think it's a bad idea. I mean, if I haven't bought my dogs, say I spent 10 ETH on my 2 dogs, and I could have stayed not buying the dogs yet, spend that 10 ETH on 3 mint, and then if I'm lucky, I might get MM2. Even I'm get 3M1, I'm probably better off than 2 dogs I bought. But sometimes you make a decision, you do it. It's not the best, but I'm not losing out. And also because my OG was good investment, I'm happy. I'm not complaining. So that's me. So I use my serum. Yeah, you know what? People have different. I mean, some people have so many E's. I just feel like they're just using E's like piece of paper. But some people like struggle with 5 E's to entry. So people are at different stages. That's just the reality. And I think you just have to do things according to your situation, isn't it? So I try to just calm myself down, observing and keep distance. Sometimes you do feel like, oh my god, he's makes so much money and what have I done? Just I think yeah, you do have that feeling, but then you look at your situation and just make sure you know where you got your luck as well, because people have different luck, people have different tactics. It's okay, we will learn, and maybe next time we know, okay, the founder's going to do something big. Make sure I have a couple of ETH in my wallet, make sure I stay awake at 3 a.m. Try to take advantage. Next time we know. So I think that's okay. I don't know what your mutant is looking like, but it's good. It's extra ticket. um yeah, I think you would want stable coins. I don't know what you meant. Did you want to just explain what you meant, the stable coins? So yeah, I was just I'll just wait for a few seconds to see if you want to ask anything about the stable coins, because I wasn't sure what you were asking. But the thing is, with the bigger market, yeah, I think it's all going good. I mean, Ethereum has some competitors, but Ethereum is going to take a biggest market share anyway for this run anyway. Technical wise, well, there's big arguments. There's I mean, I'm not a developer, but there are developers saying they have been working on dApps on Ethereum, and they do know what exactly the difficulties are, and that's why some developers love Polkadot. Some are like big fans of Cardano, and Solana is obviously going really up. So I don't know. I think it's something. I think every project will have their market share. It's like there's no one company in the world. There are so many companies. It's just a different market share, and you accumulate different fans and consumer groups. When I referred to metaverse money and real money and the bank canceling the transaction, stable coins. Well, yeah, this incident with mine was nothing to do with the stable coins. It was just I think 1 ETH short because I wanted to buy 2 dogs and I had like 9 ETH. Something went wrong with my transaction because I had my curve coins in convex, so I was withdrawing that, and I didn't withdraw enough ETH to buy from OpenSea. I wanted to buy 2 dogs basically. So I thought, okay, I'm like 1 ETH short. What do? I might as well just use my debit card to buy, extra ETH I needed. So I did, and maybe it was 2 ETH. Because if I withdraw more money from my DeFi position, the gas fee was like crazy. The gas fee was like 200 GOE. So I was like, oh, sort of, I'm just going to use my debit card because I have some spare cash in my bank account. And that's where it got wrong. The transaction actually took place. The first one was fine. But I was trying to make a second transaction and my card was blocked. And then, I got the letter from the bank, and the rest of the telephone call I had this morning was not very pleasant, considering I have banked with them for like 14 years. You don't really specifically want it to be treated like, fraud criminal of such, when you only wanted to buy like a digital art and spending your money, But that's just, they are trying to protect you. I understand their point of view. So yeah, so it's that. So yeah, it does make me question. It's probably better if you can afford to keep your money in the metaverse rather than, I mean, some people probably do. Maybe in the US, I don't know where you are, but maybe in the US it's more flexible. Maybe the banker are okay with you like withdrawing, but don't you pay tax if you cash out from your coins to fiat money? So I don't know how people arrange that. So for now, for me, I'm probably just gonna try to keep them separate. So I don't want to confuse the bank or my tax man or myself. At least going through this bull market and then see how it goes. If I end up with a lot of coins, or as you said, stable coins, then that's fine, And then if I really need the money, I can plan ahead to withdraw the stable coins. But then that's the case of you need to make sure you understand how your tax works, because assuming you're going to be able to pay a chunk of capital gain if you are transferring the stable coins into fiat, isn't it? That's probably how most stuff work. Yeah, yeah. I think at some point we do need to plan that. I mean, at the moment, if you're also a big NFT player, then I assume that most of your liquidity is in NFTs, and that's very illiquid. So I think it's a gradual thing. Maybe over the next 6 to 12 months, you could look at all your NFTs and then maybe cash out slightly. But also the other thing that I was thinking is there might be some strategy that like technology-wise people are developing so that it's going to be NFT DeFi-ized. So you can probably stake your NFT and generate a passive income, or some sort of ERC 721 token to be ERC 20-ized. So that's my language. So that then we are not going to be facing a situation we have to sell our picture, but we can keep our token. But we can also generate income or have other sort of liquidity from that. That would be nice. I'm sure people are already doing it. Like it's just taking shape. Yeah, and if that comes out earlier, then the situation that we have to sell when the bear comes, I mean, it could be not like a very obvious bear. It could be just sideway market this time, because we don't know, do we? And that would be good. So for those people who only have like one ape, then you don't need to face the situation you have to sell, right? And maybe you can keep a mutant one and sell your ape if that's the worst scenario. And for the money I made, okay, yes, this flat I live, I have a mortgage on. I could, this ape is actually going to be able to cover my mortgage in this place. But that's not what I intend to do. I mean, I'm not in a rush to pay off my mortgage. What am I going to do if I pay off my mortgage? I'm still working. I like my job. I don't intend to quit my job. And quite on the opposite, I want to leverage what I do in the crypto space, especially with Bored Ape. Is you can use it as IP. You can do so much with it if you're creative. Like I studied creative, so I think there are a lot of things we can do. All these cute apes. Look at that. I mean, aren't they cute? Like, I don't know, put it on your mug or whatever. Just I would want to do something with it. So I'm not in a rush to sell and pay off my mortgage, just pay, just pay little everything. I mean, it doesn't bother me. But some people don't like debts. And some people are so afraid of taking mortgages. I had like 3 mortgages. I have a personal loan. I was like, I'm in so much debt, but I'm not really worried about it because I'm in this country. I play with the system. I pay tax. I follow the rules. So, so you just so long as you can sleep in the night, you'll be all right. And if you can't, then do something that make sure you can sleep. Yeah. Yeah, I think we can. Like, there's a scheme. I'm not saying this project is that good, but I actually came across with a project that you can stake, which is called. Just quickly checking if I still got it. It's a scheme that was like it's a bit like oil painting background, but I'm sure they're just photoshopped. Spirits. Yeah, it's called Spirit. They have some sort of utility, although the artwork is pretty basic, but they actually allow you to stake their NFT and generate a coin called Spirits. And then I think they use the spirits to purchase more art, something like that. But I didn't follow that. But if you're interested, you can look. So I'm pretty sure our game, Bored Ape and all the other big NFT project are thinking about it, and also protocols are thinking about staking NFT so they can somehow make money. I'm sure they're doing it. I'm sure something will come out sooner than we think, before end of this year. So so definitely keep hold of your ape, I would say. If you have to sell your dog or mutant, I guess, or not sell, because that's what I'm saying. Like in real life, you should have a balanced income, so you don't need to rely your income from the metaverse income. Just make sure they stay healthy, so you can stay healthy to go with the ride. Hey, Brad. I think, sorry, what love, if we can, yeah, something like that. Utility for NFTs about to be insane. Yeah, I'm sure there will be. What a nice project get into if I don't have much ease. If you mean NFT, I mean, I'm fairly new to NFT. I'm only been in NFT like less than a month. I had went into Fame Lady Squad, which they're calling themselves Phoenix Lady Squad. They're actually good in a way that they picked up the project, and they have a really good system now. So you can look into that. And the World of Woman, that was my second project that I purchased, and now it's the floor has gone up higher. But you don't need a lot of ETH to go to World of Woman if you want to try it. I think it's maybe 2-3 ETH you can buy one. And then Ape is my third project I bought, which was bigger money. But I have been like investigating it for a long time. I was looking at CryptoPunks from May, and I think in the beginning of June, it was like gone down to 20 ETH floor price for CryptoPunks. And I always had a portfolio of 40 ETH. But I just didn't have the gut to buy it. I was like, oh my God, why didn't I do it? Because the CryptoPunks floor price is now 120. So it's like, no, something you just missed. And that's why I was so determined to come into the ape, because I was like, I'm not going to miss the ape again, because it's going to be happening like what happened to CryptoPunk. And it does, the other floor price is like, if I only had 40 ETH of portfolio, I wouldn't be able to afford even a floor priced ape. But obviously, I probably could come to buy M1. Although I have to say they are really not my taste, but I guess now I really love them, so I don't really care how many eyes I've got on my DMT. Oh, zero point 0.2 ETH. Then I think there are minting projects that are less than that. Oh, zero point 0.2. Yeah, I think completely new projects. Oh, I also have Xpunk, so it's called Expansion Punk. I think they're a good project. There are a lot of thinking behind it, but they haven't really done a lot of pre-sale marketing. So you can still mint from their website, or you can actually buy from OpenSea as well with quite cheap floor price. It's called expansion punks. I just really like the academic study they did behind all these decoding of the original punk and really respect the original punk theory and creating the expansion punk. So I have those. I have quite a lot of those as well. But that's the few NFTs I have. So I'm definitely not the biggest expert in advising NFT. And if you have Twitter account, then you can go on Twitter and see what other sort of big players go for, I guess, and try to mint one or two if you have like a zero point 0.2 ETH. But the gas fee is so high. It's you won't be able to do very much with zero point 0.2 ETH. I guess experiment and try one and then see how it goes. It's more like to me, it's more like education fee for yourself to learn this market. So don't expect to make the money back, but like try to get most out of your um, learning period and try to get to know people. And I think Twitter and also Discord are the best place. Only being in crypto, that's fine. I've been in crypto since late 2017, but I did a lot in 2018, which if people are interested, you can look at my previous video, what I did. But in terms of DeFi and NFT, I'm only doing it this year. DeFi earlier, slightly earlier. NFT really is last month. So um yeah, so everything's new, but this industry goes so quickly. So, like, it's just new things every day. You're never going to be lack of things to learn and look at. If I were you, I'd look for an NFT means spread. Yeah, I think PayPay's response is good. But with 2 point, like, 1/5 of an ETH, what are you going to DCA for? Yeah, but if you haven't even got like Bitcoin and Ethereum, then maybe just keep your Ethereum. Should be okay. Should be do well. But if you really want to experiment, then you still could. And if you have like zero point 0.2 Ethereum budget every month, then that's another story. Then maybe you can do something more. I'm the type that I like do things. Sometimes not do things is better, but people have a different learning style. I'm like, I get an idea and I just tend to FOMO. I try to do a lot of study and I try to go for things. I think I'm still a bit FOMO, but probably better than 2018 when I went for so many ICOs and lost some money. And then 2019 and 20, I didn't do anything. I just put everything back to Bitcoin. I just sat on my Bitcoin and did something else. I just did not look at crypto. And it was turned out to be better than than before. So yeah, I think you need a good balance of do something and not do something. TMT apes are dope. Super trippy. Yeah, trippy is amazing too. Yeah, I'm not gonna complain about DMT really. Yeah, it's great. Been since March last year. NFT for a little over a month. Did you opinion researching? Yeah, I researched. I was researching CryptoPunks, and I always know the ape. I missed the CryptoPunk. I was spending like putting all my money in DeFi. I was generating really good yield. There was one yield was 60% APY, and some yield was like 200, 300% APY. So like farming, I don't really do a lot of degen farming. I've just put my money there and watch until like I received some free NFT from Zephyr because it's a platform you can claim experience and they give you a free NFT. Also Curve NFT. Um, and I really like learn NFT since end of May. I started to read all the stuff about NFTs, but I didn't really understand then all different traits and how the computer generating different traits and how rare and using the rarity tools and really know how to buy on OpenSea and to like the research on the Bored Ape Yacht Club. So anyway, yeah, it does take time. So yeah, anyway, I think I should wrap up. Thank you very much for showing up in my live chat. This is actually all the videos I've done were live chat, but most of people actually kind of watch like after it. So I'm quite happy to have live chat. in my live stream. That's really awesome. Thank you very much for your support. Cheers. So let's carry on our conversation of the video on YouTube or Discord. And I hope you all have a good time. Bye for now.